Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among lush green hills, there lived a young man named Arun. He was well known for his laziness and lack of ambition. While other young men his age worked hard to support their families, Arun spent most of his time wandering aimlessly and postponing every task. His family and friends had tried to advise him many times, but he would simply smile and say, "There's plenty of time. I'll do it tomorrow." But Arun's tomorrow never seemed to come. One day, an old man named Vishal arrived in the village. He was renowned for his wisdom and ability to help people solve their life problems. As news of his arrival spread, villagers gathered eagerly to hear his valuable advice. Arun, intrigued by the stories, thought to himself, "If he's really that wise, maybe I should go and see for myself." So, on a bright morning, Arun made his way to a large banyan tree, where Vishal was seated, surrounded by villagers listening attentively. As the crowd gradually dispersed, Arun approached, bowed respectfully, and said, "Sir, I've heard that you are very wise. Can you teach me how to live a meaningful life?" Vishal gazed at Arun for a long moment, as if looking deep into his soul. Then, he slowly reached into his bag and pulled out a small hourglass, placing it in Arun's hands. "Do you know what this represents?" Arun shook his head. The old man smiled gently and said, "Each grain of sand that falls is a moment of your life. Every second that passes is one you can never get back." Arun held the hourglass, watching the tiny grains of sand trickle down. He had never thought about time this way before. Vishal continued, "If you keep postponing things, one day you will look back and realize that your opportunities have slipped away forever. No one can turn back time, but we can learn to use it wisely." A sense of unease settled over Arun. He had never seriously considered how much time he had wasted. Hesitantly, he asked, "So, what must I do to change?" With a kind smile, Vishal replied, "Start with small steps. Set goals for each day. Prioritize your tasks. As you complete each small task, you'll see your life gradually transform." Vishal's words echoed in Arun's mind all the way home. For the first time in his life, he decided to change. The next day, he made a plan. Wake up earlier, spend time helping his family, learn a new skill, complete the tasks he had been putting off. At first, breaking old habits was difficult. There were moments when he wanted to give up, but every time he looked at the hourglass, he remembered Vishal's lesson. So, day by day, he stuck to his plan. In the first month, he focused on helping his family. He repaired the leaky roof, helped his mother tend the vegetable garden, and assisted his father in the fields. Tasks he had once avoided now brought him joy and a sense of pride. After 3 months, he started learning pottery from a craftsman in the village. He had never imagined himself patiently shaping clay for hours, but now he found pleasure in creating something with his own hands. A year passed, and Arun was no longer the lazy young man he once was. The villagers began to look at him with admiration. Not only did Arun work harder, but he also realized something even more important. Time wasn't just for completing tasks. It was also for cherishing moments with family and friends. In the past, he had often skipped family meals and missed heartfelt conversations with his parents. Now, he made time to listen to them, to share in their joys and sorrows. He also began helping other young men in the village, sharing the story of the hourglass and the lessons he had learned. Many were inspired by Arun's transformation and started changing how they spent their time. Years passed, and Arun grew into a respected elder in the village. As he aged, people frequently came to seek his advice, just as he had once sought Vishal's wisdom. One day, a young boy approached him and asked, "How can I live a meaningful life?" Arun smiled, took out the old hourglass that Vishal had given him long ago, and placed it in the boy's hands. "Remember," he said, "each grain of sand that falls is a moment passing by. How you use those moments will shape your life." And so, the story of the hourglass continued to be passed down from generation to generation, reminding people that time is the most precious gift they will ever have.